The sun peeked through the curtains, and little Ori opened his eyes with a big yawn. Ooh, what's that sweet smell? It's pancakes, Ori giggled, jumping out of bed. Downstairs, Mom is flipping warm, fluffy pancakes. Good morning, sleepyhead, she smiled. But today isn't just any morning. It is a special day. Guess what? Mom said, wiping her hands. We're going to the beach today. Ori's eyes sparkled. The beach? Dad chuckled. You went once before, when you were really little, but you probably don't remember. Ori shook his head and smiled wide. It feels like I'm going for the very first time. He twirled in excitement and shouted, Beach day, hooray! As Dad starts the car early morning and Mom sits beside him, Ori takes the back seat. Right beside him is his best friend Kiki. Kiki lives just a few blocks away from Ori's home with her 2 brothers and her parents. Today, Kiki is joining Ori for the beach day. The car rolled to a stop, and Ori jumped out with wide eyes. We're here, he shouts. The sun shines bright. The sky is big and blue, and the ocean sparkles like a million diamonds. The beach, shouts Kiki at the same time. Before anyone can say a word, the 2 of them take off running, sand flying behind their feet. Wait for us, laughs Mum and Dad. Ori's little feet splash into the ocean. Eek! It's cold, he squeals, jumping back with a giggle. The chilly water tickles his toes and tiny waves swirl around his ankles. Dad laughs and walks over. It's still early, buddy, he says with a big smile. Let the sun warm it up a little. Ori nods, his eyes sparkling. Okay, Mr. Ocean, he says, wagging his finger playfully at the waves. I'll be back when you're warmer. The waves roll in gently, almost like they're laughing too. Ori and Kiki dash across the soft silver sand, giggling and shouting, Tag, you're it! Kiki spins and chases Ori, her golden hair bouncing as she runs. Ori zigzags like a little crab, trying not to get caught. Behind them, Mom spreads out a big colorful blanket, while Dad sets up the umbrella. They smile as they watch the 2 friends play. The breeze is gentle, the waves whisper softly, and the beach is full of laughter. As the day goes on, the sun climbs higher, and the beach feels nice and warm. Dad calls out, Ready for a dip? And Ori and Kiki cheer, Yes! They splash into the ocean, laughing and giggling as tiny waves tickle their toes. Ori dips his head under and pops back up, licking his lips. Yuck! It's salty, he says with surprise. Dad chuckles. For millions of years, rain would fall on the land and wash tiny bits of salt and minerals from the rocks into the rivers. The rivers carry that salty water all the way to the sea. That's what makes it salty. Ori's eyes go wide. Millions of years? Kiki nods with a big, knowing smile, like she's heard it all before. Together, they swirl and splash under the bright sky, the sea sparkling all around them. After all the fun in the waves, it's time to eat. Ori, Kiki, sit on the big cozy blanket. They munch on yummy sandwiches, seagulls call from above, and the waves whisper softly nearby. Ori points to the horizon and asks, Does the ocean go on forever? Mum smiles. Almost. It's big and full of wonders. Ori and Kiki smile wide, sandwiches in hand, dreaming of all the adventures still to come. Mom and Dad sit side by side looking at the endless sea in front of them. After lunch, Dad has a surprise. Little red and blue buckets. Ori and Kiki look at them with wide eyes. What are these for? Ori asks, curious. Dad chuckles. Time to build our sandcastle. Kiki squeals with excitement and runs off to gather shiny shells for decoration. Ori gets right to work. He scoops and scoops sand into his bucket, patting it down just like he saw in storybooks. Then, flip! He carefully lifts the bucket. But oh no! The sand flops into a messy pile. Ori frowns but doesn't give up. He tries again, and again, and again. Still, the castle won't stand. But Ori isn't ready to quit, not just yet. After many tries and a few sandy flops, Mom walks over with a smile. Let's try something new, she says gently. What if we move our castle a little closer to the water? Ori's eyes light up. He grabs his bucket and runs toward the edge of the beach, where the sand feels cooler and squishier. He scoops in the sand, just the right amount, and presses it down tightly. Then, flip! Ori lifts the bucket with great care. And, wow! The castle shape stays perfect, not a crumble in sight. Ori and Kiki stare at it, amazed. The sand is wetter here, Ori says excitedly. That's the secret, Kiki grins, placing one of her shiny shells on top like a crown. They both clap and giggle, proud of their very first real sandcastle. Finally, the castle is all done. It stands tall and proud, with seashells, tiny towers, and happy little footprints all around it. Ori looks up at Mom and beams. Thank you for helping us with the castle, he says sweetly. Mom kneels down and gives him a warm hug. She brushes a bit of sand from Ori's nose. Oh no, my dear, she smiles. It's all you two. You kept trying and trying and never gave up. Those who don't give up, even when things get tough, always find a way to succeed. Ori and Kiki smile proudly at their creation, the waves gently sparkling behind it. As they begin to wrap the day, Ori nods. Next time, I'll build 2 towers. And maybe a moat, whispers Kiki, half asleep. The stars begin to twinkle as the family walks back together, leaving little footprints behind, just like memories in the sand.